That's true. I just got done listening to a very small part of Mark Passio, who I saw a little bit of his stuff many years ago about the cult, dark occult, their symbolisms, um, black magic, the dark occults, all that stuff, all the satanic stuff, all the ritual satanic abuse, mind control, trauma, Nazi. Just put it all in one bin. That's where it belongs. Okay. I've known since a child. I called him, get real, pull your mask off. Who are you really? You don't have to pretend to me to be something that you're not, because I already know you're not what I am. Okay. Which is what love is. Otherwise, you'd be who you really are, but you're masking who you really are. So you're not who you really are, because your energy's not the same. Your energy's black, right? It's dark. It's called a map read, right? Okay. And so Max made a very important point, okay, about rate of change that you're experiencing. Like he said, hell, I don't know how to prepare from one thing to the next. And I've always mentioned before about what it's like to be in the now, which is what love is. It's always going on forever. So you're experiencing something different all the time. So what you're doing is you're measuring things as you go. And this is when you get into the distribution of electrons, right, between energy givers and energy takers. That's a resistance game. See, they resist giving anything away because they see that that has value. They don't want to give anything up if it has numerical value. Numbers is electrons. Okay? They got no electrons to give nobody. Okay? So you can put that, I call it a corporate umbrella stand. Like Shell, Standard Oil, all the energy companies. They're all in cahoots. Okay? So from the time I was a child, it was a simple measurement of balance. Okay? So they're not in the gifting of energy business. See? So he had mentioned a couple of things that were very important that I measure, which is the rate of change over time and the direction that humanity's consciousness is going by virtue of what it is they become aware of, and they're thus how what they now become aware of changes the decisions they make in their life about the direction that they want to go in now that they know and become aware of what they become aware of through others. So Max Igan, for example, is in Mexico. Okay, so now this goes back to being tone deaf. They don't listen to the vibe because they don't experience what love is. Now we're back to the video that I did about knowing your native home, the branch from which you came, from which you were born out of. I'm born out of what love is because that's what I am. So everything that my children who come out of our branch are going to experience what love is, because that's who we are, which is what the law is. So that's a map read. That's how you know the difference between what they are and what they are. But when you're measuring trauma in somebody, you're ultimately measuring the amount of resistance that they have in them, in their operating system to experience their capacity to experience through their own heart and soul. Okay? Those frequencies, that energy, that vibration. And then how they react to that vibration is whether they're going to resist it or not. But you can already read whether they will or not. Okay? Because you're reading the operator of the branch. Okay? And so you begin to realize that when you're in engagement and communication, now we get into the rules-based function, what he mentioned about rules. And he said, no rules. Bang. I certainly covered that. Rules are based on functions, and functions are based on energy and form and spirit. Spiritual form. The spiritual form is the spiritual energy that is in form, that is experiencing itself as spirit in that energy form. That energy with me is what love is that goes on forever. That's the spirit that is in me. That's purified. Okay? That's a pure blood. Purifying your spirit, which is purifying your light, which means you run on a lot of fire. A real living star. Okay? So that means we have the ability to burn off all the rules, which are all the goo codes, which are programming matter codes. Because they tell you right off the bat, go right, go left, go straight, park here, stop, billboard to the right, buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. Cosmopolitan Magazine. Advertisers. DARPANET. Advertisers. Ads. Buy this. Look at this. That's why when I was a child, the first thing that I always made sure that I turned off and did not pay attention to was a commercial. Get out of here. They're always selling you something. They're wanting your energy, which means they're wanting your numbers, which means they're wanting your money. So to them, you're a source of energy for them. Okay? They know who you are. They know who we are. Without us, they don't exist. They know that too. So they play the game of technology and the game of technology. See? I call them sticking little needles in you like little voodoo dolls. Right? Little pinprick attacks. Oh, you're not what we are. We're going to attack you. See? So they're like little brats, spoiled brats. Okay? Little spoiled brats. That's the way it is. So they want to call you every name in the book. Right? You're not supposed to talk. If you start telling the truth, oh my God. Now they know who you really are. Remember, exposure. What we say, what we don't say. Rules are based on functions. Rule-based function. What's your function? One law. That's it. When you learn what love is, you're the law keeper. Keeper of the flames. Master key code. So the rules, who's defining what the rules are? I'm just like I mentioned before, when I was down here at the La Poi Hoi, the county park there. Okay, I was parked in a tent out there on the land, hanging out with Mama, right? And all the other living spirits that are out there, enjoying when the sun comes up, bringing beautiful energy in there and experiencing the beautiful energy that comes back. You're alive, baby. Yeah. That's your native home world. You're acting exactly the way that a native branch of man with a living spirit that is pure in spirit, which is pure in love, acts. Action in motion. Remember? Camera action. Live camera. We got a live one here. We are not the Walking Dead. Okay? So when I come over to the pavilion later that day, and I get a visit with 3 guys that are badges. One man was a little bit older. I think he was in probably his late 50s, right? And they represented Hawaiian State Police. I guess that'd be Hawaii 5-0. Remember? Book 'em, Dano. No, it's Drano. Book 'em, Drano. Okay? And he honored the highest law. They know that they are in the presence of the highest law. That means they honor the highest superconductor, atoms, the law of least effort. Otherwise, if nothing else, if they didn't honor that, you'd have to wonder that even if they were highly intelligent, what is blocking their mind from being able to acknowledge what the truth is? Which is what love is. It does no harm. So anybody that doesn't do any harm means you must be a parent. No, I'm actually a 4-year-old little child telling you what the law is. So imagine that you have truant officers running around after the law, thinking they're the law. No, they're not the law at all. They masquerade as the law with all their badges and everything else, trying to pretend. That's right. They're pretenders. They're all fake. It's all fake. It's a completely fake movie set. That's the truth. That's what we're ending. That's why we're here.